Hi everyone, I'm Sasha. Thanks for joining me here today. So I'm calling this a pre-bed flow, but it could also be used when you're traveling or when you're not feeling well and you just like to incorporate some movement into your day. Sometimes it feels good to move a little bit and get the blood flowing, get the juices flowing, get the joints open, especially if you're not feeling well or if it's really cold or if you've been sitting in a tight seat all day, like an airplane or a train seat, and everything closes up. So this is a sequence that is organized to open up a little bit, to stretch out, lengthen, and also calm the nervous system and calm the brain down, especially before bed or after a hustle and bustle travel day. So I hope you enjoy this. Again, most importantly is just to enjoy the ability to move and to pay attention. So have a good time and take it easy.
Thank yourself for being willing to take some time before bed this evening to unwind. So stand well and inhale, lift your arms up, circle them around, and bend the knees when they come down. And if it doesn't look exactly like this, you can do it a different way. Go the other way, go forward, just keep it really easy, keep the feet grounded, and bend the knees, swing the arms around, open up the shoulders. You can swing them up and down like I'm doing here. I like to inhale, swing them up, and exhale, swing them down and get bouncy. And then inhale, reach up and over to the right. You can grab onto the left wrist with the right hand. Reach up and over to the left. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Keep the feet steady. Circle the arms down and interlace the hands or hook the thumbs behind the low back. Draw the shoulders in and up away from the ears. Bend the knees, look forward, and gently place the fingers down, step the left foot back, parallel the feet to the left, and stay on the fingertips. Walk the fingertips long in front of you, kind of like a down dog shape. Press through the feet, engage the kneecaps. You can take the left hand over to the right shin and bend the left knee like I'm doing here. Let the head drop under the opposite arm. And crawl the fingertips under the shoulders. Turn to face the right leg in a lunge. Place the left shin on the floor. Reach the right arm back. Open the collarbones wide. You can stay here or take the left foot like I'm doing here, the outer edge of the left foot. You can be on the left finger tops. You can even open the right knee. Keep the outer edge of the right foot sharp if you're doing that. Gently release. Come back to a lunge. Step back to a gentle downward facing dog. You can widen the feet to the edges of the mat like I'm doing here to make more space for the thighs, the legs, the hamstrings. Come to plank pose, keep it really gentle, and shift back to down dog. Bring the feet a little closer together. Step the right foot forward in between the hands and walk it all the way to the left thumb and drop the head into the right shin. You can come on blocks if you need to under the hands. Step the left foot forward behind the right foot so the ankles cross, let the head drop. Keep the feet as steady as you can. This is really good to open up the outer legs. Hands on hips to come up. Undo the feet. Hip width apart, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand and exhale, lean over to the left. Come to center, inhale, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, center, circle the arms down, and exhale, fold, interlace the hands or hook the thumbs behind the low back, shoulders in and up. Keep the feet steady. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Gently place the fingertips down. Exhale, step the right leg back. Parallel the feet to the right. Come on the finger tops. And walk the fingertops long so the arms are by the ears and the head can drop down. Keep the weight in the feet equal, steady. You can take the right hand over to the left shin like I do here and bend the right knee slightly to turn the rib cage. Let the head drop under the left arm. Release the hands, walk them under the shoulders, and turn again to face the left leg in a lunge. Place the right knee on the floor. Turn to the left arm reaches back. Stay here or grab hold of the outer edge of the right foot. You can do what I'm doing here and open the left knee. Just keep the left foot and the ankle sharp so it doesn't roll, and widen both collarbones. Gently release the hands. Step back to down dog, widen the feet to the edges of the mat. Inhale, plank pose, or just stay as you are, or come to upward facing dog. Keep the knees and thighs long and strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet and hands really stable, steady. Walk the feet a little closer together. Step the left foot over to the right thumb. Come on the fingertips and drop the head. And step the back foot forward behind the left foot, cross the ankles, drop the head. Hands on hips to come up. Undo the feet so they're about hip width apart. Stand well in Tadasana. Keep the breath calm. Inhale, lift the arms up. You can look up if you like. Make the back body really long here. Exhale, swan dive forward fold. Keep the knees solid. Inhale, step the left leg back. Turn the feet parallel to the left, like the first round. Bend the left knee a little bit, and then switch and bend the right knee a little bit. This is nice to stretch the ankles at the end of the day. Turn to face the right leg. Put the left knee on the floor. You can keep the toes tucked or point them. Hands on hips, elbows back. Lift the head and chest up. You can place the hands at the chest if that feels nice. Just gently tilt the collarbone up and wide. And come back to downward facing dog. You can inhale and come to plank or upward facing dog if that feels nice. Keep the legs long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, this is all really calm, so no rush. Step the right foot next to the left thumb. And you can open up here for pigeon pose or stay as you were in that cross-lateral stretch. The right knee here goes a little bit wider than the right armpit. And that right shin can angle. Just make sure the left knee is right behind the left hip. If you like, you can turn it as I'm doing here, tucking the left arm and shoulder underneath you and wrapping the right arm around if that feels good. Keep the right collarbone wide and just let the breath really settle into this shape. You can stay longer if you like, or press back with control to downward facing dog. Walking the feet forward, feet hip width apart. Inhale, come up, hands on the hips. Fix the pants if you need, arms by the side. Inhale, lift the arms up, second side. Exhale, swan dive fold, Uttanasana, let the head drop. Inhale, step the right foot back, parallel the feet to the right. And open up the right toes and knee, bend it, and turn the left toes up for Skandasana. If the other version suited you better, you can do that one. Switch sides. This is nice to open up the inner leg, the inner thigh. Come back to center, feet parallel, and then turn to face the left leg. Lunge, put the right knee on the floor. You can tuck the toes or point them. Hands on hips, bring the torso upright. Your choice of hands, they can be together at the center of the chest and widen the collarbone up and back. Place the hands down softly and step back with control to down dog. Let the head drop. You can inhale to upward facing dog if you like. I like to keep my toes tucked just to keep the legs long. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot to the right thumb and open up the left knee for pigeon. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Whatever feels nice with the arms, just let the head rest on something so that the shoulders don't keep you upright here. So there's a softness, there's a widening of the back of the body. You can twist if you like, tucking the right shoulder under and wrapping the left arm around. Breathe into the back of the body. Release anything you're still holding on to before you come back upright and step softly to downward facing dog. You can always pause and hold that longer if you need. Walk the feet forward to the hands, bend the knees, slowly come onto the butt. Take your time. Have blocks nearby you if you do have access to them. Roll onto the back. Bend the knees and flatten the feet so the knees are more or less over the ankles. The heels are close to the butt, arms are by the side. Lift the butt up enough to put the pelvis on a block. The sacrum is a little triangle right above the butt, and tuck the shoulders in towards each other. And just let the pelvis rest here. You'll see I'm not trying to arch the back or around the back. It's just a neutral pelvis. Let it really rest. And breathe into not only the chest, but the back as well. You can stay there or you can stack another block on top. Notice how I make it really even and that place the block a little bit further back just so that's, again, right under the sacrum. If that's too much for you, just come down and do one block. And let the pelvis rest here. Keep the feet steady so the knees are still parallel. Let the breath travel through the entirety of the torso. Lift the butt up enough to release the blocks. Put them aside. Widen the feet to the edges of the mat. Hook the elbows overhead and let the knees knock in and touch each other for a moment. Breathe here. You can stay there or let the knees fall to the left like a windshield wiper. Keep the feet wide. And then switch sides. If you did the left side, let the knees fall to the right. You can move any props that are in the way. Let the breath settle into these shapes. Come back through center. Draw the knees towards you. Place the hands on the kneecaps and let the knees fall away from the chest. You can stay there or bring that to happy baby, grabbing onto the outer edges of the feet, keeping the collarbone wide. And softly release that. Stretch the legs long, prep for Shavasana, final rest, before your actual rest for bedtime. Move any props if you need. You'll see them shifting around. Might feel nice to have something soft under the head, right above the shoulders. It also might feel nice to place a block on the pelvis to pacify the body. And let the skin of the forehead soften and deepen down into the eyes. If it feels nice, you can place hand on the chest and the belly. Stay here for longer or come out of it slowly. Take your time and make this transition really calm. Roll over to the right side. Press yourself up to sit. You can keep your eyes closed if possible. And again, thank yourselves just for being willing to show up. Namaste. Sweet dreams.